Closing cycles is the circle of life. And once you realize that, everything changes for you. Because a lot of the people who want access to you, they don't want access to help. They want access to be a hindrance. Some of you guys have been picking up on energy that's not yours. If you stay for the entire message, then you are consenting to removing this energy. Okay? Because what happens is people don't expect you to put up boundaries, especially when you're somebody who, you're in light work or starseed, always been very generous, right? So people thought they could take you on roller coaster loops, but no, that's not your reality. And a lot of cycles are closing out, friends, family, because it was one-sided. Okay, because it was one-sided. Because people thought they could utilize you. And when you start looking at the dynamics, hey, there's a lot of give on your side and a lot of take from their side, but there's not equal reciprocity. Once you get comfortable with the understanding that everybody in this world who comes at you or wants to be your friend or whatever, they have a reason. Now, it's nothing to get upset about, because a lot of the times they can be good reasons. Somebody thinks you're funny. Somebody thinks you're attractive. Somebody likes your style, or they just want to, orbit you, whatever the case may be. And then there's other things where people just see you as an opportunity. And this is why you have to be very stingy with your time, with your energy. Push them back. Because this is where your overflow comes from. This is where the money flows in. This is where the frequency that you need to be on is. If you're watching this, you enter that frequency. And cutting those ties was the final test. They had to make sure the levels you're going, these people couldn't go with you. They were going to drag you down. If you're going to run a charity, let it be to support kids or the water crisis, not able-bodied adults who fail to learn a lesson. And I'm here to see people think of you as a blessing, right? So they just want to pick your brain. I'm here to my resources. And if you notice, a lot of people are miserable and they project that, rebuke all of it. We rebuke that. Let the evil eye be blinded the next time they try to send that your way. Clearing those blockages. Why? This is why the overflow comes to you. The overflow comes to you. I always say, if people don't like you so much, why do they spend so much time talking about you and sending you free energy? Why do they try to cast spells? I'll tell you why. It's not for the reasons you think. A lot of times people think, oh, these people hate me. They want to see me fail. No. They hate that you reveal what they haven't healed. They hate that you reveal their inadequacies of what they feel. They're projecting onto you. You're not the problem. You're not egotistical. You're clear. And you love yourself enough to show up for yourself. And a lot of people don't. So what do they have to try to do? Knock. The spell. Some of you guys are chosen ones. Divine guides. I wrote the Chosen One Survival Guide 3 years ago. For people just like you to understand what their purpose here. Why you can't be friends with everybody. Why you can't be family with everybody. Link is in the bio for that. If you still feel like it's constantly getting sent, Hex's spell is linked in my bio. But one thing I want to leave you with is your body is made up of 70% water. Water holds memory. So the way that you speak to yourself, your body holds on to that. The energy, the frequency. So make sure you're always speaking to yourself in positive ways. Researchers have even confirmed that saying positive affirmations to water has positive effects on it. Whereas saying negative or brass, derogatory terms and sound waves created a negative ripple effect. So you have to realize that a lot of people that come against you, they have negative self-talk. And if you're online, you need to protect yourself. Just sitting on here saying, oh, I'm protected, and you're not going the extra mile. If you need help with digital protection, you're a creator, you want to start posting, some of you guys are supposed to be sharing your messages, you feel unprotected, links in my bio for the digital shield. It's no more accepting what tries to block your blessings. You are free. The doors are opening for you. Everything that you felt was closed is open. Open. Abundance is yours. Go into this Friday knowing and claim it. The ancestors said so, baby. Your discipline said so. A lot of people envy you, but they don't even have the discipline to obtain the levels of structure in which you have. It requires discipline. And scrolling on the phone and orbiting and sending spell work instead of doing the actual internal work, it's never going to get you there. Let me tell you something. You're a bad motherfucker if you have multiple people trying to send that shit your way. Well, your ancestors said to tell them, come and play. Ashe.